Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. So today is the first of my 3 pale green destashes, and today it's the kind of blue toned pale seafoam green, kind of pale green. So this is a real favourite category for me, pale greens, and this is going to be quite difficult, but the idea is I don't want to have too many dupes really in the same shade. So there may be some destashing, but some of this might be a struggle for me. So let's start with the palest. So this one here is, I know I won't be destashing this one. It's Sugar Apple from Barry M, and it's a really unusual green. I've mentioned this before on my channel, where I said on Instagram somebody had contacted me and asked if I knew of a dupe for this shade because her daughter loved this colour and she couldn't get Barry M. She was over in the States, and I said, yeah, I'm sure I can find a dupe. It's, you know, it's a pale blue toned green, and I still can't find anything that is a dupe for Sugar Apple. It looks very blue there actually, but if you put it next to a kind of periwinkle blue, then you can see the green. So that's Sugar Apple by Barry M, and I won't be destashing that one. Let's have a look at this. Next Barry M is a Coconut Infusion, and this is Bikini. And they do have really good formulas on these coconut infusions, and they've got quite a pleasant smell. I wouldn't say it was a coconut scent, but it's quite a pleasant fresh smell. Let's continue with the kind of budget brands. So Essence Colour Boost. This, I know I was really impressed that this is a one coat, one swipe polish for me, even with this shade. There's a little bit more there on the swatch wheel, but it's opaque. Whoops, yeah, it's opaque in one coat. So this is going to be a struggle. This is a brand that was sent to me by, oh, I can't remember who this was. I think it might have been D. And this is a very pale green. It's actually quite sheer. Yeah, that one's quite sheer. That's maybe a contender for destashing. I don't usually destash nail mail, but I have to think about somebody else benefiting from it as well. And I know I never mind if I send somebody polish. This is just a kind of blanket statement. If I send you nail polish and you know you're not going to wear it or you don't like it, I've got absolutely no problem with you passing that on. So yeah, we'll see. We'll come back to that one. It seems quite sheer in one coat. And then we've got the beautiful Mermaid's Tears. This is not going to be destashed, and I'm almost kind of about swatching it, but it's not got the best formula, but there's something very unique about the shade. It takes like 2 to 3 coats to be opaque, which is why I'm a bit kind of about swatching it, but there's a grey tone to this which is absolutely beautiful. So that's OPI Mermaid's Tears. And then there's this one here which is Eclectic from Revlon. And this is another kind of seafoam green. Again, not the greatest formula. But I think, you know, you get spoilt by some of these. Some of the budget brands that are one coat are fantastic. Then this is Sinful Colours Be Happy. I can't remember where I got this from. I'm just trying to think where I got this from. I can't remember picking this up. This must be nail mail. Honestly, I'm getting just losing my mind in my old age. That's Be Happy from Sinful Colours. That feels like the first time I've picked that bottle up. And this one is One Polish Pony. I won't be destashing this one because it just reminds me of Polish Pony, but also there is a shimmer in this. Again, it's not the greatest formula, but in 2 coats it does have a really pretty shimmer. So that's One Polish Pony. You can see the shimmer there. And then finally there is Jade Jump, which I think I got from one of the pound shops. I tend to get the Insta Dries in they come in the pack of 2 with an extreme wear and an Insta Dry. And actually this is a great formula. So that's Jade Jump. So that's a little bit more green toned than the rest of them, but they are quite similar, that blue toned seafoam green. That's a fantastic formula actually, Jade Jump. Yeah, so if you're in Poundland or Pound World and you come across this one, it's a fantastic formula if you're into this kind of green. I'm going to do a second coat and we can come back and take a closer look, see if any destashing will be happening. Okay, so that's a second coat. This is Mermaid's Tears that clearly needs 3 coats, but I'm not going to put another coat on. I just don't want to waste it. I love, love, love that shade. So this one here is Sugar Apple. I'm definitely keeping that just because I can't find a dupe for it, so it is unique in my collection. These 2 are quite similar though, and that's the Barry M and the Essence, and I think what I'm going to do is keep the Essence and destash the Barry M. Yeah. I'm also going to destash the Makeup Revolution. Just because, yeah, the formula wasn't the best, so I am actually going to destash that one. And Mermaid's Tears, definitely not going to destash. And then we've got these 2 here, which are, this one is the Revlon Eclectic and this one is Be Happy. And I think there is a slight difference between them. I think. I was kind of thinking then about destashing both of them. And I think that's probably a bit too severe. So I'm going to keep the Sinful Colours and I'm going to destash the Revlon. Yeah. And then the penultimate one here is the One Polish Pony. I'm going to be keeping this one, it's very pretty. Yeah, I've only got one from the My Little Pony collection, so yeah, I'm definitely keeping that one. And I'm also, I thought I was going to be destashing this one, but it's a very pretty colour. It's similar to the Barry M. Yeah, it's similar to the Barry M Coconut Infusion. Doesn't look that similar in the bottle, but yeah, it's a little bit more, it's not as blue, this one, but I really like it. The formula's great, so yeah, I definitely recommend that, especially if you can pick it up in one of those duo packs for £1. That's great. So what am I destashing? I'm going to destash, so I'm going to keep 6 and I'm going to destash these 3. So that's the Makeup Revolution and it's called Cool Days, Eclectic by Revlon, and the Coconut Infusion Bikini. So yeah, I'm going to just give these away. So if anybody wants any of these 3, let me know in the comments below. I'll be back in part 2 with my pale spring greens and yellow toned greens and pale khaki greens. Okay, yeah, leave your comments below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!